going to welcome
Airbnb, Turo, transport, financial literacy, and other industries at the click of a button. Every 60 seconds, a digital millionaire is created. Using the power of the internet, you are now able to access an entirely new world of digital entrepreneurship and education at the click of a button, swipe of a screen, or FaceTime call. Digital education platforms have become the #1 go-to source for learning new skills and entrepreneurship development. The e-learning space currently generates close to $100 billion per year in revenue, and by 2025 is estimated to generate over $325 billion. Are you interested in how you can get a piece of the pie while leveling up your knowledge and entrepreneurship skills? What if you had the power to access the world's best educators in technology, real estate, Airbnb, Turo, transport, financial literacy, and other industries at the click of a button? What if all you had to do was turn on your computer, phone, or tablet anywhere in the world to connect with subject matter experts in a comfortable, self-paced environment, teaching you step by step how to claim your stake in that industry? What if you could skip traditional education, avoiding crippling loans and interest rates, while taking the shortcut to learning the skills you really need to establish the life you want? Would you be interested? Our digital learning platform delivers to you the best in digital education available online. Using our proprietary system, we place the power of digital entrepreneurship and online learning in your hands. When you get started, you gain access to dozens of hours of video trainings, workbooks, and dedicated lessons built just for you. You can ask questions, test your knowledge, and learn how to apply your newfound skills in the real world. Our vision for the future is to have every top course around the globe available to you, on demand, whenever you want. But that's not it. At Envision U, we believe that health and wealth is a key factor in your pursuit of achievement. As a result of this belief, we've launched a new and innovative product line focusing on 3 pillars to optimal health and wellness: energy, weight loss, and sleep. 62% of adults around the world say they don't sleep as well as they'd like. 1 in 4 people struggle with chronic insomnia or sleep deprivation. It's also reported that most adults get less than the required amount of sleep per night. Is that you? Our Dreaming Spray contains 3 powerful ingredients to assist you with sleep and obtaining a good night's rest using a special blend of melatonin, valerian root, and GABA. Using this powerful trio has been known to produce optimal relaxation and assist with a healthy and natural sleep cycle. Almost 40% of people report feeling extremely fatigued throughout the day, without enough energy to perform daily tasks and duties at home or work. Does chronic fatigue affect you? Our Empowering Spray works with your body to produce maximum energy to help you stride through the day without crashing, feeling jittery, and assisting you with making sure you can tackle anything. Using the power of vitamin B12, Empowered works synergistically with your body to produce energy without potentially harmful side effects. It is reported that more than 1.9 billion adults around the world are overweight. That's almost 20% of the world's population. Around 10% of the world's population is reported as obese. Obesity can create a host of health issues, including high blood pressure, heart problems, and even diabetes. Do you struggle with your weight? Our Crave Spray is keto-friendly and designed to assist you with weight loss, weight management, food cravings, and appetite control. We know that maintaining a healthy weight is a key part of health and wellness. With just a few sprays a day, you'll be well on your way to achieving your wellness goals and dreams. Combining the power of these three products, we created the perfect body balance to start your day energized, to help curb your food cravings and urges, and promote a good night's rest. Our vision is simple. We are the health and wealth company. And when we envision health and wealth, we envision you.
Welcome back, and you're listening to, or you're watching the BFF Solutions Network. I'm the Big Black Man, aka Black Moses, and we are here to talk about health and wellness. And as we move into our segment, my baby Boom Boom Box has something to say to you. Going to introduce our co-host for the Baby Boom Boom Room. But so Baby Boom Boom, get ready to talk and reveal who's coming to us to tell us about our health and wellness and health and wealth corner with Coach Pat. Okay, so let's hear a little bit about Coach Pat. You ready? Let's play it. Okay. All right, talk to me now. Come on, Baby Boom Boom Box.
Patricia Mitchell is a life and wellness coach. Pat has a passion for health and...
All right, let me make sure. Because the share sound wasn't on last time.
And wellness. She has been in the wellness industry since 2009 and believes that the health and wellness space is where she is called to serve humanity. She is a certified transformation and behavior change coach with emphasis on nutrition. She's also a certified corporate wellness consultant and a certified empowered well-being coach. In 2020, Pat officially launched Wellness Made Simple, where she serves as the CEO and founder. Pat's wellness journey with Artists International started in 2009. That's where she found a love and began her experience first-handedly with the value of adding nutrition to your regimen. Pat retired from a 30-year career in the legal industry. She is excited about the launch of her coaching practice and looks forward and continues to help people thrive every day, live in abundance, and love the skin they're in.
All right, thank you, Baby Boom Boom Box. Okay, without further ado, let's bring the camera around. Welcome, Coach Pat, to the Baby Boom Boom Room. Pat, there's your introduction, and then the Baby Boom Box was ready to give it to you. Thank you, Baby Boom Boom Box. I'm gonna box you up now. I'm gonna box you up now, Baby Boom Boom. Okay, so Pat, this is the health and wellness corner, as you saw with Envision You. We're all about that.
Yes.
Absolutely. And we definitely need, and we have all types of tools in order to educate, but at the same time, the personal touch, Coach Pat, is always necessary. You can watch videos and clips and stuff all day long, but we need someone to help us and guide us through this journey of health and wellness. And that's what the Wellness Corner is about here on the Baby Boom Boom Room. So this is your corner. How can you help us?
Well, today I want to say, first of all, hello everyone, welcome. We're still in the month of October. And you know what that means. This is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. And I am delighted to be here today to share with you information that to me is transformative and just really helps you to focus in on your health and wellness this month of October, being Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Now, I would like to share this disclaimer. The information I'm sharing with you today as a health and wellness coach is not intended to substitute the advice, treatment, and or diagnosis from your doctor or licensed medical professional. As a health and wellness coach, I do not diagnose conditions, prescribe medications, or recommend higher or lower dosage of your current medications. Consult your physician or health care provider for this information. Therefore, the information I'm sharing with you today is for informational purposes only. Well, today I am delighted to talk about breast cancer awareness. Have you ever wondered why is there such an emphasis on breast cancer Well, this is something that we find happens throughout the year from that people we know find out that they have breast cancer.
Wow.
And you know, one thing about cancer to me is there is no respect of person. I mean, children have cancer, not so much breast cancer, but cancer in different forms just seems to appear, and it's like unbeknownst to me, you go to the doctor and there it is. So in the month of October, we like to bring emphasis on prevention.
Absolutely.
How can we prevent breast cancer? Well, one thing is through early detection.
Okay.
Early detection is very important, which is why it is recommended that women have a mammogram every year, early detection. And I tell you, I have friends that have gone through breast cancer, and I know there are cases where they said, you know, last year I didn't do my mammogram, but I felt like I wanted to do it this year, and luckily they did because cancer was found.
Oh, wow.
But it was found in stage 1.
Mm.
Therefore, it was immediately eradicated. They went through the chemo and did what they needed to do. So prevention is always the best key. And another reason is that your doctor says to you, do home self-breast examination. Examining your breast in the shower, or if you're lying in bed, is another way to detect any type of lumps or any type of hardness in the breast.
Okay.
That too is another key that, you know what, I need to go and have my breast checked. Early detection is key as well. So when we look at breast cancer, we wonder, well, why is there such an emphasis on it throughout the month? It's because 1 in 8 women are diagnosed with breast cancer.
Wow.
Early detection dramatically increases the survival rate. And what we found also is that it's not just women that contract breast cancer, also men. 1% of men have, there's cases throughout the country where men also can contract breast cancer. Therefore, we wanted to bring an awareness to you to mark your calendar, set a time where each month, what month you decide, I'm going to have my mammogram this month. Annual detection is really the key. Not only is there mammogram that can detect breast cancer, but also thermography. So some people feel like, I don't want the radiation, and I'm concerned about that radiation coming in contact with my breast,
Right.
which is a legitimate concern. Well, in the alternative, you can have what they call a thermography. And a thermography actually detects breast cancer, even sometimes a higher percentage than the mammogram.
Okay.
So that's a non-radiation process where you won't have to be really concerned about the radiation on the
And the
breast
side effects. And all
and the
that.
side effects, exactly. But this is non-invasive and it's not radiation. But at the end of the day, the bottom line is always be mindful of breast detection. You want to make sure you get that annual visit each year, and also your diet, right? Because sometimes you'll find that eating certain foods, that's not good for your body either. And some of the foods that you eat could be cancerous, and you not even know that.
Right.
So be mindful of exercise, right? Moving the body, we want to get that movement in. Also your diet, what you're bringing in the body, and some things that you can do as far as prevention is concerned, as far as perhaps maybe some supplements, all right? These are just ideas, is to take omega-3, 6, 9. The omegas are really good for the body. Also, a great multivitamin is really excellent. And vitamin E. Vitamin E is crucial as far as prevention of cancer in the body generally. But we are talking about breast cancer right now. So those are some tips and some things that you can do in order to prevent cancer, in order to stay in the moment and knowing what's going on with your body. As I said on a previous show, is that the body speaks. Are you listening? The body speaks, meaning the body will let you know, I'm dehydrated, right? I'm thirsty. Oh, I have a headache. Well, you have a headache. Maybe you're dehydrated, right? Oh, I'm hungry. Well, you may not be hungry, but you may be dehydrated. So pay attention to your body each and every day. Do your annual checkups, do your annual mammograms, and we believe in this trust that you will thrive, that you will be alive, and that you will live well. And I say all that in this context of be mindful of your health, right? We want to rethink our health. We want to bring that into our daily regimen each and every day, where we have an opportunity to live a life that's full, that's peaceful, and that we know that I am in the best time of my life. I am in the golden age of my life. I've already served, and I've raised the kids and the grandkids and served the husband, and I did all that. But now it's self-care time, right?
Yes,
It's
self-care.
self-care. And this today is focused on your health in the realm of breast cancer. Know your family history. That's another thing. You notice the doctor always asks about your family history.
Right.
Because things are passed down genetically in generations. And sometimes your grandmother could have had breast cancer, but your mother never told you. So they ask you, is there anyone in the family? Because this thing can be passed down. But let me tell you, you can always conquer things that have been passed down, just knowing what the facts are and doing your own research. So I really want to encourage you to do that and to know, hey, my body is not right. I'm not feeling good. Something is off. Well, a lot of times it's that you actually really need to drink more water. It could be
Okay.
just that simple. I
Just
mean,
drinking
what can
water.
I say? Drinking and hydration. And we are glad to bring you this segment today.
All right. Well, health
Okay.
and wellness is what we're about here.
That's what we're
on
about here
in the
today.
Baby Boom Boom Room, and we booming with that.
Yes.
So and speaking of health and wellness, we're going to give you one more clip of our sponsor, NVU, the Health and Wealth Company, and we're Health and Wellness here with the Wellness Corner. Coach Pat is going to be here with us on our Baby Boom Boom podcast and broadcasting all the health and wellness information that you need to know.
Okay.
Here's David Emanitier, health and wellness guru himself.
Very few
Oh, okay.
every single day alive,
Awesome.
ready to actually win today. That's what our products are designed to do: revive, replenish, and renew the body. It all starts with our superfood juices, ladies and gentlemen. I absolutely fell in love with this the very first time I sampled it. Our manufacturers actually sent me samples, and I said, man, this is a winner. And then when they told me what was actually in the product, I knew that we had a home run. Well, ladies and gentlemen, look at this. All the ingredients here: spirulina, aloe vera, cinnamon bark extract, and ginger root, green tea, and maca root, right? Some people call that the marriage counselor. This is an incredible product that we have in 2 different flavors: apple beach cherry, along with apple cinnamon. And ladies and gentlemen, all you need to do is take a shot in the morning and take a shot in the afternoon. Now, if you really want the whole regimen that we have, you want to actually step into the world of the skin and beauty product that we have called Alive Skin and Beauty. This is a collagen product that literally impacts the body on a whole nother level when it comes to your hair growth and nail growth and helping out your joints and those bones. Your body needs collagen, but we found a way to actually make collagen taste great. Now, just a moment ago, I actually tried something that I'm going to share with you that absolutely blew me away. I tried the Skin and Beauty, the Apple Beach Cherry, and yes, Al Mancha. You're going to see that later on in the presentation. But ladies and gentlemen, we stepped into recently the world of coffee. And I got involved in the coffee industry years ago.
I'll send you
And people
information
said, "Man, you're crazy. Why would
on
you
everything."
cough, right? And I said, well, 2.2 billion cups of coffee are consumed every single day. You're talking about the most traded commodity in the world, next to oil, the most consumed beverage in the world, next to water. Ladies and gentlemen, this is not going anywhere. Whether you're involved in the coffee business or not, people are going to spend money. They're going to spend $3, $4, $5, $6, $7 for a cup of coffee. So why not provide that demand that's already out there in the marketplace? And we found a way to actually make it healthy. This is by far, in my opinion, you may say I'm biased, the healthiest, best tasting coffee on the planet. This is the Alive Cappuccino. You're talking about a non-GMO, gluten-free, no sugar, no nut, no soy whatsoever in this particular product right here. I am so in love with this coffee. The first time I tried it, I knew that this was going to be the winner in our company. Look what's in it. You're talking about a premium Arabica bean coffee. You're talking about pomegranate, collagen, tripeptides, and dipeptides. It's got okra in it. It's got asparagus in it, ladies and gentlemen. It's got pumpkin in it. It's got amino acids in this particular product. So how do you get 30 different vitamins and minerals all in one product? That's a secret. That's our own formula for us to know. And it's available right now in our company. And recently, we just introduced the ultimate green tea, which is the matcha. And it's one of the best tasting matchas out there in the world. You can drink it hot, you can drink it cold. I just drank it with our apple beach cherry and our apple cinnamon. Absolutely incredible. Look at all the ingredients in here that help people when it comes to their weight loss journey, giving them energy, clarity, focus. It's a remarkable product that we put together. Now, if you're paying attention, we put health in what people do every single day. People drink coffee every day. People drink some sort of juice, or their kids do every single day. And guess what? People drink tea every single day. So why not do it with Envision You and actually have your body become even more healthy while drinking what you're going to drink anyway? See, what we put together here is really second to none. Your health and your wealth right here in one company. And you can travel around the world.
All right, we're back. If you just tuned in, you're watching the Baby Boom Boom podcast in the Baby Boom Boom room on Film Fest Friday here at the Kemet Club, the Envision You BAF Solutions Network. We just don't talk about it. We're about it. And it's time for us to talk about Film Fest Friday segment with our King Julian, the Zodiac Lover, who goes with me each week to the movie theater because we want our baby boomers to have a kind of 411 and on the entertainment that's out there, so you can get out of the house and go have a great time in the movie theater or in the theater, live entertainment. We're going to be doing all of that. The film that we saw was Last Days. Last Days, it actually officially opened yesterday on Thursday, and then of course the night the box office receipts will be telling the tale. And this film was quite interesting. King Julian, I'll let you start off with what you thought about the movie. But it was very, very took place in an 11 theater. For those who know, I am definitely a numerologist, and I'm born 7-11. And the theater where the film was shown at AMC was theater number 11. So I knew I was in for a time or for some insight, some information when I walked into that theater. So, and I got just what I paid for, and but I'll let Julian start with it.
Yeah. Peace, everybody. This was a great film called The Last Days. Let me pull it up for you real quick. And I resonated with it a lot. There were a lot of similarities in my life, and it actually won the Sundance Award too. So that was really cool because Mr. Arnold knew about the awards that they had.
Yeah, we're award-winning film.
Right, so
Yeah.
that was real cool. And these are some of the pictures from it. They are a very mixed cast. It was very diverse. It was real cool.
And it's based on a
bringing
true
in-
story as well.
Bringing in the Indians, the Caucasians, the tourists, the locals. It was a great sight to see. And just real quick, it has a little bit to do with what's happened in America as well, and it is interesting. It speaks on religion, spirituality. It speaks on going places. The question is how far is too far? And we've seen on Sundays, join us on Sundays, looking at the Center Sunday, we've been able to realize that sometimes the religion can go a little bit too far if it's on a conquering side. And there's been some hot topics in this movie. I'm not gonna lie. it's very pivoting, and you're on the edge of your seat the whole time. Like, he's in the jungle, he's a Boy Scout pretty much, you know. But another question is, how do we keep the Boy Scouts going if we don't want to be affiliated with the church? You know,
Well, it was very suspenseful for me. I had to have to speak on this because one of the scenes in the movie, he was assimilated into another culture. Okay, he was assimilated into another culture. His father was Asian. He married a Caucasian woman who was very much into the missionary stance of using the Bible and the teachings of the Bible. And one scene when he was a little boy also resonated to me. And then when he got onto the island, he was in a crowd of people he did not know. And the father brought him into a world by marrying into another culture and assimilating into another culture. And he was also of mixed breed. And so we saw that. So he was trained in a whole another culture's messages and not in his own Asiatic culture. And so for him to go and utilize what he was taught and what he had assimilated into, and they frowned upon missionaries coming to indigenous lands, trying to turn the indigenous people into, I guess, born again Christians. So they even stopped people. If you're not a tourist trying to just have a good time in India, they didn't want people going to the indigenous islands trying to be missionaries and turn the people from their own traditional culture. And even the Sinners movie dealt with that, how people can come into your life and say you are heathen and you are savage and you should live the way we are living, and we are missionaries and we are close to God, and what they're learning and what they know from centuries, from generation to generation, is not worthy and it's not right. And that's why they try to keep the missionaries off the island so that people can live the life that they traditionally lived for centuries. This movie was deep. This movie had a lot of major things going on, and I'm telling you, I really resonated in the 11th Theater, and I got it right off the bat, how that you leave people alone with their own traditions and their own life. And just because you believe in one thing, accept other cultures and what they believe in. That's why this movie was major. This movie definitely is an award-winning film because to see the boy, the lead, he was a real person, and to see him when you assimilate into other cultures by choice or by force, as the African American was assimilated into this culture, thinking they were being taught something, but they actually was their history and their culture and everything was taken from the slave. And this is what this movie resonated to me. So go see Last Days, because Last Days is really the last days. And everything that was done in the dark is now being exposed. We are out of the age of Pisces and we're in the age of Aquarius. And that's why you see so much information coming to the forefront. While after years of religious dogma and practices, and we're finding out that everything is not what it's cracked up to be. Even they tampered with the Word of God in the Bible. They had the slave Bible, and they had the original Bible. They had the King James version of the Bible, and then so a lot of things were going on in this film. So I say go see Last Days, and you will be thoroughly surprised and also very much entertained. And even when the Indian police woman, she had a drama thing going on. I'm going to tell you what she was dealing with, but she was non-traditionally Indian. Most women in India have to cover their face, and they have to be very subservient, and she was a dynamo police officer, and it was a reason why she had to tell people that she had a certain life, but she was actually living a double life. And that's another subplot in the film that really, really resonated for any woman who wanted a career in the law enforcement and had to fight tooth and nail to be accepted by the male counterparts. This also resonates as well. So. So that's what I'm saying to you, King Julian. Take it away.
Yeah. I mean, you see right there. You pretty much summed it up. Everything was great. Last Days takes you on a journey following 26-year-old John.
But it was also in
Allen
the
through-
islands, so the travel. So that moves us into our travel segment and to how can we go and be a part of something in the beautiful islands, but you can't go to the indigenous island. Don't go there.
Exactly. As he embarks on a dangerous adventure across the globe to share his face with an isolated tribe of North Sentinel Island. Hey, that was wild, you know. So as we're traveling, you know, you want to do all your homework, make sure that you are well knowledgeable of the culture and everything that's around. Like I went on and wore my shirt of Belize today. So shoot,
Okay,
if you want to
there you
go to a private island, then just go to Belize or something. You know, Belize is amazing. You can see all the tropical islands there. There's a lot of phenomenal places out there.
And that's a blast. This is our Baby Boom Blast segment, so you can have a blast in Belize, right?
Oh
Exactly.
yeah, for sure. Like I got to go cave tubing. We went on top of mountains. We were in rivers. Yeah. There were stalagmites and stalactites. So it was real cool. It was, and it wasn't super cramped like you think. It may be just real cramped and you're going in there and you're like claustrophobic or anything. It's like size of this room in some places, and then in some areas it's the size of this building and more, and it's just like a whole ecosystem that we're not used to here in the city. So I really thoroughly enjoyed my time in Belize. I went on and wore this shirt today because I was there for a music and video production camp. So they have a lot of culture. The Garifuna people are very powerful. They have a great culture with music and also the food that we were eating. They actually were sent to exile from St. Vincent, and it was slaves, and if you didn't get exiled, then you were sent to slavery. So it was either slavery, exile, or death. And you know, we're strong people, we're resilient, so they chose exile and just went around the Caribbean and went to other islands and actually created another culture, or created another culture after leaving from St. Vincent. So that's why I went on and wore this shirt. It's an amazing place. I got reminded of the people that we were making music with. And today I'd like to share with you all some of the things. Even if you're not able to go local, you can still go, or even if you're not able to go global, then you can still go local. So I went on and shared the cool things to do in November in Atlanta. There's a lot of festivals. Dia de los Muertos Festival at Atlanta Symphony Orchestra. That would be something real cool to check out November 1st. You also have another one at Oakland Cemetery that same weekend. Never heard of a Chomp and Stomp, but it looks like it's a chili kickoff, and that's November 8th. And then you get the Atlanta Beltline Race Series, so that would be something real cool to check out November 8th. Maybe you can go in there and just go bike and run around. You get another Thanksgiving Day Marathon 5K, and I've never heard of that before, but Center Park Stadium, Georgia State Stadium, and Summerhill. Cirque du Soleil is gonna be here.
Okay.
December 15th. Yeah, so that's gonna be at Atlantic Station. So I actually got to go there when I was a child. We got to go to Atlantic Station and a Halloween festival, but it's got in certain dashes the ween, so it's talking about dogs. A Halloween dog costume contest is November 1st at Piedmont Park. Right? I had never heard of that. Of course, Six Flags, Fright Fest. Never heard of DreamHack, don't know what that is. Pumpkin Festival. So I'll give a little bit more, you know, because I'm looking at November. So every 22nd of the month, we're going to a different place. So at all times, we're going to see something around the world.
Well, you did something on the 22nd this month in October. Tell us about that.
October 22nd, we went on over to Music in Commons concert at the Arts Exchange. So that was really, really cool because the Arts Exchange is a cultural festival or a cultural place that it's a culture center basically. So they have a lot of arts, a lot of art exhibits, galleries. They have artists, and we actually drum there on Fridays with St. Conscious Percussion Ensemble. They're a BAF member as well, Salim. So on Fridays at 7 p.m., we'll be going down to go do some drumming and dancing. But it was amazing. It was a great way to circle this whole week because at first we saw some comedy and we saw a mixed cast there. We also had the movie that we watched last night, which was in synchronicity with the mixed cast. And then with our music, there was a diverse cast because it's called Music in Commons. So they go places that have had issues and actually help them through conversation, much like we're having, and through music, which we also include, which is why I invite you to do the twist. You got to keep on moving your body. Come on, baby. And then we do the twist. You got to make sure you stay active.
And make sure you stay active, but make sure you're insured as well. So Coach Peck has some information about insurance that she wants to share with us because you can move that body, but make sure don't break no bones now. So Coach Peck, you had some information that you wanted to share before we close out here in the Baby Boom Boom Room.
Yes, I do. You know, October is that month for those of us that are seniors. We are bombarded with information regarding Medicare, and it can be really confusing or overwhelming. And you're like, I don't know what company, I don't understand this. But look, I just want to share a few things with you as you get this information so you can look at it and really make a good decision as to what works for you. What type of plan might work best for you? Well, Part A is your hospital insurance portion, and that covers any type of big stuff like hospitalization, skilled nursing home facilities, any type of care that you might need. Now, Part B of the medical insurance, and that helps to cover your doctor visits, your outpatient services, preventive care, and such, even your mammograms, right? It covers that as well. Well, there's a deductible that they set every year. This year, going into 2026, that deductible would be 12%, and that's 12% of your Social Security. Now there's a Part C called the Medicare Advantage Plan, and several companies will offer you the Medicare Advantage Plan. And what the Medicare Advantage Plan does, it offers you like an all-in-one, your gym membership, your silver sneakers, your prescription drugs, as well as even food cards. Some of the companies offer food cards.
Exactly.
So when you're looking at your Medicare options, understand that you have several choices. And it's great to think about maybe getting a broker to give you a consultation so you can look at what plan might work best for me. Then you have your Part D, prescription coverage. And the deductible for 2026 is 4.2%, and this covers your prescription drugs. Why is all this important? Well, you have a window in which you have to make a decision, and that's October 15th through December 2nd. October 15th through December 7th. You must make a decision as to what company are you going with, Blue Cross Blue Shield, Aetna, or any of these health companies that are around. You want to make that decision as to what company you want to align with this year. You can change the company every year. You do not have to stay with the same company if you don't like the company or you've had a bad experience with them in the preceding year. But the caveat to this is that you actually can make another decision if you sign up for a company and you find out, well, you know what, they're not meeting my needs, I didn't understand everything. You actually have until March 31st to change and go with a different company. And everyone doesn't tell you that, but you do have that flexibility to make another informed decision and change companies. And once you make that decision, that would be your company throughout the year. So it's very important that you understand you have options, you have choices, and do your research, right? Find out what's best for me. If I'm a person who really takes care of myself, I don't need a whole lot of doctor visits, I'm not on drugs or, you know, whatever the case might be, well, you know, there's a plan that will actually reimburse you every month. They will give you money back because they're seeing that you're not really using all of your benefits, and if you don't need extra care, then we will refund you over $100 a month back into your Social Security check.
Well, I definitely need to know about that because I don't use any of it. But I do use the food card, and I do have all of that you're talking about.
Yes,
And I also
okay.
forgot to renew it last year, so I was like,
Exactly.
so definitely now I know that I have to March 31st to do that.
Yes, but you have to make the initial decision by December 7th.
Okay, so I'll give her a call this week.
Yeah, do that this
Next
week. Do
week.
your research, seniors. Now, you know you got to do your research.
That's right.
Find out what's best for you, but there's so many options. You have a deadline, and once you make that decision, you still have that, 90 days,
Okay.
where if you
Well,
don't
I'm gonna
like
keep
the
whatever
company.
who I have. She's been pretty good. She's a Cancer, July 4th. And,
Okay,
so she keeps
wonderful.
Miss Harris. Her name is Harris too, and I'm
Okay.
Gregory Harris. So Miss Harris, she's in alignment with me. So I'm
All
gonna keep
right, wonderful. Okay.
All
That's
right, well,
that
Coach
corner for
Pat,
today.
that's
Yes.
all right. So, you know, that's a blast right there. Well, like I said, if you have any questions or anything, Coach Pat is here in the Baby Boom Boom Room, and we invite you to come to the Kimmy Club. It's only $9 a month, and I'll be a part of what we're doing and
Yes.
everything of that nature. I definitely want to say a little bit about getting your baby boom box. So please contact me if you want your baby boom box with all the shots involved, shots inside it. This box is full of Envision You shots, which we will definitely can use you for your health and wealth and everything.
Exactly.
And like I said, just a little bit about the baby boom bucket list. The bucket list is that, you know, do something that's going to make you happy, that's going to make you healthy and wealthy. And that's what I should say.
Absolutely. Yes. I want to say definitely to do something that brings you joy. There's a difference in just being happy, but something that brings you joy.
Brings you joy.
It's like a soothing effect on the inside, where you find that you wake up excited. You wake up like even hearing the birds, like, oh, actually I'm listening to the birds this morning, and I'm enjoying nature because the birds are talking.
You may not be able to travel like to Spain or Europe, but definitely, and they talk about this bucket list, but now they call it the freedom list.
The freedom list. Okay, let's be free.
Let's be free. You
Okay,
know.
I love this.
So the
when
freedom
you're
list
free.
is going to replace the bucket list because we have buckets.
the
And
freedom list.
and all you need is a boom box, and you won't need a bucket list.
Absolutely, absolutely. But I tell you, seniors, every day is amazing, and really enjoy and be like always looking, because I believe there are just things that are around you every day that you may not have paid attention to over the years. So they call it stop and smell the roses.
Stop and smell the roses, and also be sure to boom every time you get a chance. The boom. All right, and the zoom. We are here. I'm the big black man, and all I want to do is do my boom room on the zoom. All I want to do is do my boom room on the zoom. Because hey, fit up out there. All we want to do is do our boom room on the zoom. I'll see you next time. All I want to do is do my boom room on the zoom.